Be with you in this house, old house, where I was till my age of 6, and amazingly, and maybe hard to believe for others, I have very clear memories of several incidents here and of my life here.
So where are we exactly? Can you
We are in it's called the Kingsway Camp of Delhi, in the north of Delhi, not very far from the Delhi University, which was an ashram at that time. And this house where we are living was where I lived with my two brothers. The youngest one was not born then, so we were three, and my parents and I. And Gandhi, my grandfather, and grandmother Kasturba came here once. I remember that clearly. Maybe they came often, but I remember one visit very clearly when the ground floor was not ready for them. We had just 2 rooms. So the upstairs one was built, and the stairs were built, which you can see. And Gandhi lived there with, of course, with so many people coming every day. And my mother did all the cooking. It was a simple house. There was no electricity at that time. Well, who all came? Everyone came to visit us because my father was the editor of the Hindustan Times, a national paper, and Gandhi wanted his son, youngest son, my father, to do that work. And it was far away that time in Connaught Circus. So all the journalists came here, and of course when Gandhi came, a whole lot of visitors, and this place, which was an ashram, had many inmates. So they were great literary people, people from Malaysia, and the local people. There used to be khadi, the hand cloth work, woodwork going on, and there used to be evening and morning prayers, for which a temple was built here.
A temple
Was built here,
really?
But it's good to remember that Gandhi, wherever he stayed, he never had built a temple.
He has never built a temple.
Never built a temple.
Why here then?
This is a unique temple which we'll go and see. And Gandhi was a very spiritual person on a spiritual journey. He prayed. He had prayer meetings, and also he used to be in meditation so many times in the day. And this special prayer, this mandir, a gold mandir, a round mandir, was a different kind of temple when you see there. It's not a temple in the traditional sense. He had nothing against temples. But somewhere I think the constructive work and his meditation were so important that the whole ashram was treated as a temple experience. But I must say, when we left this house, I missed the atmosphere so much. I have never missed anything so much as the atmosphere here. I always wanted to come back here.
What was the atmosphere like? What did you miss about this place?
The openness, the ashram, it was not built like this. It was all forest around. I must say, when we lived here and Ba came here, it used to be a great moment of enjoyment. And I must here refer to something of Kasturba. There was a meeting of Khadi, a Congress meeting in Hapur, near Meerut. And in the morning, early morning, at 5 a.m. or I think 5:30 a.m., a car came and they wanted to make Kasturba as the chief guest. Kasturba took me with her. We went to that meeting, and there was a huge crowd. I was very happy because there was a lot of attention and all that. But I remember Kasturba, who was hailed as almost the mother of the nation, took a corner place on the stage and told me, "You must sit in the corner with me. Don't ask for any food now. sit quietly. Don't seek publicity. Don't stay quietly. And it gave me a kind of surprise and now a lesson that how humble and how modest you can be. She was the wife of Gandhi. She could have asked for anything, but she sat in the corner. I think she said a few things. But when we were returning, the meeting was over. She told one of the people there, my granddaughter is hungry, she would like to eat something. But that was a lesson, that how one should behave in public places. The place is full of Ba.
This place is full of.
Because Gandhi came once, when I remember, Ba came oftener. And my mother was a very fragile person, and she used to fall ill. So whenever she fell ill, Bapuji used to send Ba here to look after us. And I don't know, I misplaced that photo. There used to be a picture, a photograph, where my mother was lying down here on this place on a cot, and we were all sitting there. So Ba used to come here often. And once I remember slightly, and also remember later on, because I was told about it, that it was night, and my father used to go to the newspaper at night, office in Connaught Circus even at night. And Ba was just talking to herself, to her eldest son. It was a message to her eldest son. Said, after a great difficulty, your father, Bapuji, has come to this stage in India when he is doing the last battle for the political independence of India.
Why is that not true?
Because he was as honest as my grandfather, the eldest son. Just imagine, and we can believe, that when Gandhi gave his life for others, he struggled for truth. There were many sacrifices. The family was like other families. So although Gandhi was a big householder, everything had to be shared with the family, with the community. And the first eldest son rebelled against that. He said, why are we not given the opportunity that others are getting? So while Gandhi fought the wrong traditions and beliefs of the society, his eldest son fought against some of the suggestions by Gandhi. So I think he was close, in his nature he was like Gandhi.
In his nature, he was like Gandhi.
I think so, and I think he was in that way more of Gandhi in him than I can see in anyone else. But here I would like to say that I know Gandhi as a family person, as a householder. Although he is known as someone who neglected his family, I think he never neglected his family. I know him only as a family person, and I got all my lessons on Gandhi and my understanding of Gandhi because he was my grandfather, like a grandfather. He was on a spiritual journey, I can make out now. His work was constructive. He was like a one-man corporate of the cloth industry, one-man corporate of the agriculture, of environment. There is no area of life where he did not say the last word. And here, talking about it, I would like to mention the temple that was being created here. And we had a part in it because an artist called Martan, we used to call him Martan Ji, used to come and do the murals there. He used to come, and while he was finishing because he had to meet a deadline. He would tell me and my brother Rajmohan, please hold the plate. You know, it's called palette or what? Yeah. And with colors.
Yes, palette. Yeah.
Please hold it so that when I'm climbing on the stairs, I can use it. And we had participated in making the murals. And I want to show you that.
Let's go.
And we were so excited about it. And I remember the opening of the temple. It was a cold day because Gandhi had me on his lap. And he had covered me with his shawl. Well, it was not for me a Mahatma Gandhi doing it. It was my grandfather, if you want to know his name, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. So I am not a granddaughter of Mahatma. Biological granddaughter of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. As you are my biological grandson, he was my biological grandfather.